Right. Okay. They will need to start the recording also, isn't it, Satyavati ji? So that the children, whoever miss it, can watch it later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody, yes. As usual, let us start the session as usual with a prayer. Okay. Oh, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwarah, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां नारायणसमारम्भां व्यासशङ्करमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Okay. Fine. Thank you for joining again. I would request you all to rename with your name and switch on your videos. Okay. Right. Whoever missed day one, a few gist about it, which will be given not by me, but by Shriyansh and Ritvik, who were very, uh, sincere in joining on time. Right. First, it goes to Shriyansh. I want you to switch on your video, Shriyansh. So, yes. Right. Thank you. So, Shriyansh, you're going to tell us. I hope you joined in the beginning of the session. So, tell us about how did we start the session? What is important in about storytelling? Yes.
I joined, I think, 15 minutes after the start.
Then there it goes to Ritvik. Thank you. So, we'll let it from Ritvik. Yes, Ritvik, go ahead.
And so what happened was, the important thing about storytelling is that storytelling is basically the link between your imagination and your surroundings.
Excellent. So, as Ritvik said, you need to first imagine. And how can you imagine? You can imagine only when you watch around your surroundings. So, do not watch TV, video games, PlayStations, internet, cell phones. Stop all that. You can learn from that. Use as a learning medium, but not as only entertainment medium. Yes, go ahead, Ritvik. Second point.
Yeah. Second point. Secondly, we have to always listen and be attentive.
Very good. Perfect. So we should be listen and attentive. Only then we can get a knowledge. Instead of only keep on going, we should listen to not only people, to surroundings. So surroundings, what all experience we get, Ritvik?
Yeah, sound.
Very good.
And characters.
Sound, characters. Yeah, first you should have talked about character, then come to this. It's okay. So we need to, for a storytelling, first we need to write. To write, we need to know about the characters. So like Ritvik said, we need to take one character, particular character. So and in that character, what is that important, Ritvik?
We have to know how the character makes sound.
Very good. Example, one example, Ritvik will give.
For example, goat, ba.
Very nice. Goat will make one sound, and then
tiger, roar.
Roar. Correct. Very nice. And then?
Yeah, then,
yes, you know. I'm sure you know. Then puppets. You need to make either hand puppet or stick puppet or a face puppet, something, whichever you want. That kind of puppets. Correct. Or
puppets.
Yeah, so that it gives a sight to the people who are listening, right? It will be very boring to see our face. So we should become that character and then make that sound. Then it is very catchy, right? Second, third point, sound you finished. Sight you finished. What is the third one?
Hear.
Smell. So you should make the scene very clear that the tiger is going in the forest. There are lots of flowers there. So like that
describe the location.
Correct. That is the smell. Very good. Very good. And what is the third one? Sorry, fourth one, sound, sight, smell.
Emotion.
Correct. Perfect. So, thank you, Samyukta. Fourth one is emotion. So, you need to know about the emotion of the character. He is fierce, he's scared, or he's wicked like a fox. So, you need to know about the emotions of the character. Very good. So, this is what we discussed about initial introduction to storytelling. We had a little story about the beginning of the storytelling, but it's okay. Whoever is missed, it's okay. We will not go to it now because we are already late. We'll go into it today. Today, there are too many topics to discuss. Okay. So, there are 3 topics that we are going to discuss today. What is storytelling first, so that you can know. I will first give a gist of what we are going to discuss. If I forget something, you need to tell me if I miss something. What is storytelling? And what are the skills required by the storyteller? And the storytelling process. I'm not sure if we can finish everything, but we will try to finish up. Okay. So what is storytelling? First, what is storytelling? I'm going to tell few things which are very key and important, which you need to remember. If you cannot remember, as I said, notebook and pen, note down. Okay. So usually storytelling is a shared process. Okay. There are many ways of storytelling. It is a shared process which requires 2 things. What is it? A storyteller and a listener. Okay. The listener become a teller later. So that is why it requires 2 people. It is a shared process. I share something to you. You listen. You share it to others. So it requires a shared process of 2 people. Okay. Then first point. Next, storytelling is all about caring, sharing, and giving. Why I am saying caring, sharing, and giving in a storytelling? Because you care about the environment. Then you want to tell about the environment stories to children so that they understand it and they take care of the environment. So you care about the environment, you share about the environmental things, and then you give them the knowledge about it. Okay, so caring, sharing, and giving. This is about one example, environment. There could be another example, which I'm not going to reveal now. So that we are going to take it today in our practical session in the next half an hour, last half an hour, where you will know about what is this caring, sharing, giving. So that is going to be done as one activity today in the practical session. 2 points. One, it is a teller and the listener. Second, it involves caring, sharing, and giving, which we will do as a practical method today. Okay. Then another important third factor, it is about retelling. So nothing is new, So whatever I am telling, I got it from my guru. So she got it from her from her surroundings. So like that, everybody or from her old grandparents. So we keep listening many stories. Even the Puranas, we listen from our guru, right? Prabhuji. And then from that, we tell it to others, right? Prabhuji, Satyavati ji, so Katyayani ji, Purnima ji. There's so many who are there to tell us, and they would have listened it from somebody else. They would have this is so. What is this? So we need to know to retell either their way or your way. So what is the important key factor is retelling. So for what is important for retelling, the next point, you should be a very, very good listener. If you listen half, suppose, who is here? Ritvik. Ritvik listens only 50%. 50% of the time he is busy thinking, okay, when is the school reopening? I need to finish this homework. Or, it is dinner time. Why I should listen to all this? So many things he is listening. Then what will happen? He would have not listened to it fully. Then whenever he want to give it to others, he will give 50% of what he knows because he will not remember everything, right? So you need to be a good listener. Listener means it is not just hearing. There are 2 things. Okay. Hearing, listening. Key, very important point. What is hearing? Hearing means you just hear to the newspaper or to some channel, all about news. That is hearing. You will not remember anything. Even if you read it again, you will think, oh, is it? As if it's new, right? Listening. What is listening? You need to completely focus, right? You need to focus. Give your ears, like Ganesha's ears, big ears. You need to give your ears totally to the teacher or to whoever tells. So that is listening. So you should be a complete listener, like Mahabharata, where we have Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna was a very good listener. He listened so much and then he had questions also. How could he ask questions? Because he was a very good listener. That is why he could ask questions. So you should be completely attentive. So you should be a good listener. Then you can be a good retailer. Okay. This is the key point. So what is the next point? Stories helps us to connect to what? Why do we need to do storytelling? Let us ask some questions. I keep talking. Samyukta, why we need to do storytelling?
So that we can convey many messages and we can even teach anything.
Teach many things. Excellent. Okay, now Shriyansh, you should switch on your video. I want you to see. Okay. Tell me why you need to do storytelling? Why is it really needed? You're on mute, Shriyansh.
Storytelling is needed because in our daily life, we need to explain things. Say even if it's how a car works, part of storytelling.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Ritvik, what do you think? Why is storytelling really needed?
Well, storytelling is really needed because you need to not only convey messages, but you need to make people understand them with examples. And most of the times, when some examples come in real life, they don't believe them. So it's better to reveal the message to them in a fun way, like storytelling.
Very nice. We'll have a few more. Nishika, Hasini, let us listen from them.
Ma'am,
What
may
they
I tell one
Yes,
point?
1 second, let them finish. Let their chance finish. We'll listen from everybody so that I'll use these things later for my other class, saying that Nishika said this, Hasini said this, so that it will be helpful for me. I should also be a good listener. Yes, Nishika,
Yes.
Hasini.
Ma'am, storytelling, it is a way which helps us to share information, like whatever information we have received from others. If we tell it from a story, it makes it interesting for people to listen, and the information gets conveyed more faster in the way of a storytelling. And it also connects people to each other. Whenever they listen the story, they all gather and it connects the people to each other, ma'am.
Lovely. So one point what I wanted to convey, it is about the culture. So you build a culture using a storytelling. So one of them, she already said. So it brings in a culture. So you bring, for example, some of them do a storytelling with respect to dance. Okay, nritta. Okay, or some of them will do it with respect to that of in a, for example, under a tree with a lot of things, natural things around. So there are different ways, different cultures, right? So some of them do it in the villages, some of them do it in their own traditional way with lot of other puppets and other things. So it brings in a culture. Okay, good. I want one point is told by her. Let us see the other point. If anybody could bring in. Yes, Nishika. Sorry, I do not know who is Nishika, who is Hasini.
Ma'am, I am Nishika. She's
Okay.
Hasini.
Hasini, some point from you.
Ma'am, it is like we are sharing our experience, or we can some people may share their experience as a story, or they say what they listen, or they say what they see in real. And
Right. Good, good. Very nice, very nice. Good. So anybody else want to say anything? Akshat, Sanvi, I don't see them. They
ma'am,
are
I would
supposed
like to
vote.
tell,
Yes, Samyukta.
ma'am, when we even tell a story, it even makes us more confident, and it will even teach us many things in life, and we will even recall many events itself.
Very good. So, as she said, this is another point which I want to say. It will make us to follow our tradition. When when we retell it, so we will recollect whatever is in our tradition. Some of them we are not able to follow today. You know why? Because we do not know our tradition only. How will we know our tradition unless we listen it from our elders, right? Either we say it is not true, or we say it is like superficial. So only through stories they bring everything so that we know our tradition, right? So we retell the stories to know our tradition. One. Second, we know our culture. Some of them have their own culture, right? So they follow that culture by through the storytelling. For example, that Rama Ravana story, we give it tomorrow. What is it? What is tomorrow? One of you.
Dashami.
Yes, Vijayadashmi.
Vijayadashami.
Dashara, correct. So it is about Rama, Ravana story, we can say. So many things, right? So how do we know our tradition and the culture? This is only through the storytelling. Otherwise, everything will go undercover and we will only be following westernized. So we are not a westernized culture, right? So we should know our culture. So we are moving towards west. It is not wrong, but we can adapt anybody's, but we should know our roots. So we should know our roots, we should know our tradition, we should know our culture, and finally, a point from me, we should know the belief. So the belief is in Sanskrit called Shraddha. We should have total faith and belief in our tradition. Only then we will be able to convey it to others. So you should have the belief. So what is the point? We should know our roots. We should follow the tradition. We should see our culture and follow that. For example, what is the storytelling culture in Karnataka? Anybody knows that? Being in Karnataka, what is the storytelling culture in Karnataka called as? Anybody? It's okay if it is wrong.
Is it through a dance?
Correct. What is it called as?
Folk dance, Yakshagana.
Correct. So the storytelling tradition here in Karnataka is Yakshagana. In Kerala, anybody knows that? In Kerala?
Mohiniyattam.
Mohiniyattam. And one more? Kathakali. Kathakali, right? In Andhra, if anybody is from Andhra?
Kuchipudi.
Kuchipudi, correct. In Kuchipudi. So in Tamil Nadu, it is?
Bharatnatyam.
Bharatanatyam.
Bharatanatyam, correct. So there are so many ways. Apart from Bharatanatyam also, there are many other ways also. I don't know if you all know Kuthu. And
Poetry. Poetry.
Poetry is not exactly storytelling. Like Kuthu they do, and they do art.
Kuthu is like for hip hop songs itself.
No. They made it like that. This is what is called as westernization. Kuthu means they have parai and so many other instruments where they go on the road and talk about the social activities present in the situation and give a heads up to the people so that how they have to be and like how they are degrading or how we have to be. It were there from the king's time, and then it is still followed by many. So this is one of the traditions. So anyway, since I am from Tamil Nadu, I know many from Tamil culture. But yeah, so there are many from each state. There are so many are there. So we will talk about that later. But now, so you should know few of them like this. So there should be a link between our imagination and surrounding, which already Ritvik said. So I have nothing to say about it. And then there should be a sequence of event that should be built. So many children have a problem here. Why? Because you start something, then suddenly you forgot what you start. You go to something else. The sequence is not there built in a storytelling. So if you do a storytelling like we did that day, remember Lolly? So you cannot straight away jump. Oh, Lolly, that orange color lollipop. No, in between there was something else. And you cannot draw suddenly a house on the cloud like Shriyans did, right? It is not wrong. It is his imagination. But Lolly's imagination was cloud. After that, down was the house. It's okay. But so you should know the sequence and then follow. So you follow a sequence in the story. Only then people will be ready to listen. If you say something, people will think, what nonsense. So, right? So they will not be interested. They will not be hooked up to your story. So you should have a sequence. You cannot say morning this happens straight away next day. So you should know what you are saying. If you go to flashback, you should know to come back. You should not be keep hanging here and there. So you should go with the sequence of events. And also sometimes it should be based on the facts also. You cannot say something, hey, the sun is from the west, right? So I'm just giving one simple example. we see is in the morning in the east. So you should know the facts, right? Only then build a story on that. You cannot do something nonsense, because there will be people, very keen listeners like Samyukta, Nishika, Ritvik, who might know the fact, and they will come and say, hey, come on, I know this fact. You are telling something nonsense, and they will pounce on the storyteller. So we should know the fact and then build a story on that. And the final point is, stories always evoke a sense of wonder and awe. Oh, wow, like that, right? In the people who listen. So it should be like, wow, okay, nice. So it should not be like boring. Okay, then what? So it should invoke the wonder and awness from others. So you should be keep giving that surprises to them, right? So I said so many points. I hope you all remember that. Tomorrow one of you is going to revise on these points. This is very basic points. Okay. How do you know if you can become a storyteller or not? Samyukta, how do you know if you can become a storyteller or not? Can anybody become a storyteller?
Yes, because
Very good. Very good. Why do you say so?
you just need to cultivate the talent and habit of you just need the confidence, and you should just learn, like, you have to use expressions and emotions, and if you do that, the you will get the talent of storytelling.
Yes. So the problem is, we know everything in the roots, but we have forgotten. We always go monosyllables. Yes. No. I can. I will. So instead of that, you need to go sometimes to the local language. We should go to the local language. We should have the clarity, coherence in the way you speak. Like Ritvik that day, I told to Ritvik something he asked. He was very quick. Then I told him, no, Ritvik, you should be slow. So, to become a storyteller, if you think I can become a storyteller, what you speak, you should speak coherently. What is coherence? The Nishika, what is coherence?
Clear.
Correct. Your diction and your voice and the way you speak, the speed, everything has to be clear. Like how I am conveying, I give a pause, I give a modulation, I use my body as a communication medium, and I see everybody and then tell it so that I feel that it has reached to everyone. I'm so sorry for few of them who have switched off the video. I don't know if it has reached them. For that, I cannot do anything. Like Sanvi, Akshay, they have switched off their video, so I'm not sure. But I make sure others are listening to me, right? See, I keep seeing everybody. So to become a storyteller, you should be coherent in your speech, right? And you need to use different syllables, not just speaking like, for example, this is a secret. I have not shared to anybody. So I was in my college. There was one subject, I don't want to name that. There was one subject, and the teacher or the lecturer, he used to come and he used to speak like this. Initial 5 minutes, I was listening, but after some time, I couldn't stop myself. That I was about to sleep. Then I thought, no, I should write notes. Then I will not sleep. Another 5 minutes, I listened to write notes. After that, again, I could not listen further. Then I was falling and sleeping and falling, top. And I was in the second row front. And that person, imagine how it would be for him. He was so like, oh my god, why is this like I cannot say a girl then. So I was like 19 or 20. Why is she sleeping and falling down? He could not teach, right? So it should not be in a monosyllable. It should be like what I'm doing, right? So like it should go high, it should go low, you should give pauses, you should see others are listening. So this is one such example. So how we have to become a storyteller. So you should have a clarity, coherence in speech. You should give modulations and pauses. You should have eye contact. So if you have eye contact, only then you can see. For example, Ritvik, I don't see you listening. Sit. So like this, you should have it. No, I'm just saying, don't worry. It's okay. You can move around. And until you are listening, I'm okay with it. I was just giving an example. So you should keep watchful. If people are really watching you, if you feel they are not watching you, you can ask questions to them. Then you will know that they are listening to you or not. So this is how you have to be a storyteller. You should be spontaneous, right? And dynamic. Right. So storytelling is an innate asset we all have, and we should know how to do it. So this is how you should do it. So next, the listening skills. As I said, few things. Let us do some little practical things. Okay. There are many forms of listening, as I said. Uh, for example, you hear sometimes, and you don't react, right? For example, or I would request all of you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Take Ritvik, close your eyes. No, you have to do it. Take few deep breaths. Few deep breaths. Carefully listen and take few deep breaths. Count of 5. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 deep breaths. You should close your eyes and deep breath, or else waste, Ritik. Sit straight, close your eyes, deep breath. Now your body is silent. Your body is not moving. You are still. After deep breath, your mind is also calm. Okay. Now listen slowly and carefully to all the sounds that is around your building. Around your building, there could be dogs, there could be car moving, there could be honk of something. Do not type. Listen, just listen. I'm giving just examples. It could be anything. Just listen to the things that are around your building. Listen carefully. Now come little closer from away from the building to the little bit closer. Your ear should be very sharp. It should be keep listening to everything. Little closer to your room. Around your room, what you could hear, clocks ticking, fan moving, or any other sound that you could hear around your room or in your room. Now become little more subtler. Listen to your body. See how your breath is moving, your heartbeat is moving, and there could be some other sounds in your body which you have never listened till now. Now, in the closed eyes, look around whatever is in your house, in the room you are sitting, which room you are sitting, what is around you. Just in the closed eyes, see if you can visualize everything. Now, slowly open your eyes. Okay. Now, Samyukta, you are going to tell me what you listened around.
I listen to my breath and a little bit of my heartbeat. I could hear the fan whirring around. I could hear your voice because I'm wearing headphones most of the time.
Right.
And I could hear my brother watching the phone. It's
Good.
on high volume
Very good. Very good. So nice then.
in the hall. And I could hear my mother cooking food, like the vessels jiggling and the water boiling.
Loudly. Okay. Now one question. Before closing the eyes, were you hearing everything so perfectly well?
Not so much, but I could hear few.
Okay. Outside the building, did you listen anything?
My house is a bit too quiet to hear outside.
Right. Very
But
good.
I could hear a few trucks going around and all.
But did you
There's a
listen?
speed breaker.
Did you listen to the truck moving around before, or any other sound on the road when we were listening to the class?
No.
No. Right. So thank you. So Nihika, Hasini, anything from you, Aryan, other than what she said?
Yes, ma'am.
I heard our grandparents talking.
Very nice. Very nice, Hasini. Nihika?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, outside the buildings, I could hear that crickets sounds, like that crickets and that small things, they are chirping that. And In the room, I could hear the fan whirling, and I could also hear the my parents and my grandparents, everyone talking. And in my body, I could hear my breath, and I could even hear my stomach grumbling.
See, so when we are so much attentive, so many things we could hear, right? So many things we could hear. So hearing is a very important thing. So you should not be an active listener and not a passive listener. So, like for example, there should not be any repeated instruction that should be given to you to listen, listen. For example, when we are in a class, we are very bored. What do you do, Ritvik? You are in a class, you're very bored. What do you do? You should unmute, Ritvik.
Yeah, whenever I'm very bored, I just try to distract myself, keep myself interested in something else.
Correct. That is called as not so active listening, right? So, for example, the teacher has to again and again call Ritvik, Ritvik, listen, listen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, so that you should not do. So what you have to do, you should be a very good listener. The information can be anything from anybody. Might be that person doesn't know how to communicate, or might be it is not an interesting topic, but that's okay. So information is always a wealth. So it is always important for a storyteller to listen to everybody, not necessarily the subject, but also the person themselves being a subject. For example, there could be a history teacher who is like coming very decked up well, and you can even imagine about them and draw the next day. Or there could be some other English teacher who has lot of good expressions like me, or there could be some other drawing teacher who has a different body language. So you should be knowing everything, watch the minute details of them, listen to the minute details around you. Okay, like how you did now, closing the eyes, you should be able to recognize, recollect all the sounds that is around. Only then it will be easy for you to do a storytelling, right? For example, the vessels, Samyukta said, the vessels, tung, 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 all that sound. You can make that when you are telling a story. Or the cricket sound, like Nishika said. You should be able to tell that when you do it as storytelling. So, like that, we should, or Ritvik, when he is bored in the class, he can watch the teacher, how she teaches, the way she communicates. So, this is how we learn from the surroundings, right? So only then you become a very good storyteller. This is one practical method. So listen carefully, listen attentively, listen in a different way, which you have not done till now, like how we did now. You need not want to close your eyes. So we are running short of time. I would go on for the quick other two. There are two more topics which I have to cover in the module. There are two more today, which I will be telling you tomorrow, because we are moving on to the practical session where I will give you the homework as usual. It is okay, but please do share your homework, because this is going to be really interesting. Like yesterday, it was more on
Ma'am,
the.
did we have the story quiz? Yesterday's story quiz?
Lolly's world. So that is a home.
No, ma'am, that Pushpadanta.
I didn't ask that because we were late. We were waiting for people to join. People joined late, so I could not ask that question. It's okay, but I'm sure you all would have revised. So we are going on quickly to our today's work. Okay. So I hope all of you are attentive. You have your notebook, pencil, pen, crayons, and whatever you want. Ready? Okay. This story is about Appu's family album. Previous day's story was on about the Lolly's Little World, where it was done to enhance your imagination, to build in a concentration, and to narrate with the different voice modulations, like how I did it that day, right? I did a lot of voice modulations, like with the lollipop, how it was, and everything, and also to draw different ways how to make it with the drawing, right? So today it is a different activity. It is about Appu's family album. Let's quickly jump into it. So one Sunday afternoon, listen to me carefully. No more now. Stop all that whatever is around. Just listen to me, okay?
Ma'am, do we have to write it?
No. Just listen to me. I will tell you what you have to do. Just listen. One Sunday afternoon, father, mother or grandmother. I'm going to repeat again or ask questions also in between. Grandfather, a brother, okay, and one sister. All were looking into their family album. Okay, so Samyukta, tell me who are there? Father,
Mother,
but mother, then yeah, anybody can say.
Father, mother, grandmother, brother, and sister.
Grandfather? I said that. Grandmother, grandfather, careful listening. Grandmother, grandfather, brother, and sister. So now, the brother's name is Papu. Brother's name is Papu. And sister's name is Pinky. Okay? Papu, Pinky. All were listening. Okay? Sorry, all were watching. I'm sorry, all were watching an album. What is that? Photo album. Okay? What is that photo album? Family photo album. Okay? Came running into the house and peeped into the album first. Okay, all were having the album. Papu is just now
Ma'am,
coming.
was it Appu or Pappu?
Papu is the brother, and Pinky is the sister. They were already there in the scene. There is one more boy who is coming. Appu. Okay, so I'm saying it is Appu's family album where he has his father, mother, grandfather, grandmother. He has a brother Papu, sister Pinky, and he is the little one, Appu. Okay, Appu is coming running, and he peeped into the album. Oh, okay, what is this? Then he's saying, okay, they finished watching. Then, like, why am I not in the picture? He asked. Okay, he's the little one. Okay, so he's asking, why am I not in the picture? Then, the mother, she said, oh, don't feel sad. You were not born by then, Apu. So, because usually the mothers are really like very right affectionate. She wants to immediately pacify the child. Oh no, the child should not feel left out. So she says, oh, don't feel sad. You were not born then. So then on Monday, Papu was playing. Who is Papu now? Quickly, Nishika, who is Papu?
Appu's brother.
Good. So Papu was playing with his friends. Sorry. Right, correct. Papu was playing with his friends. And Apu came running again and he asked, why am I not in the pictures, Papu Bhaiya? He asked. Okay. So then this brother, he's very busy. He doesn't want to talk to the brother. Oh, he's always picturing. Go and ask grandmother, he said. Okay. And he continued to play cricket with his friends. Right? On Tuesday. Now, grandmother was busy reading a book on the easy chair. Then Apu pulled her book because or else she will not pay attention and asked, why am I not in the picture, Grandma? Go and ask your grandfather because she wants to continue to read. Go and ask your grandfather, she said. And she continued to read her book back. Okay, he left it. Okay, I'm not going to get an answer from anybody. Then on Tuesday, Apu waited for his grandfather. He could not find that day. Who came slowly back from his long walk. Then he went to him. Why am I not in the picture, Grandpa? Grandfather said, I'm too tired, my dear. I cannot talk anything anymore. I'm really hungry. I need breakfast. Why don't you ask your grandmother? Or, no, grandmother asked me to ask you. Okay, ask your mother. Right. So that scene is also over. Quick question. Hasini, on Monday, Papu asked whom?
On Monday, he asked Pappu.
Papu asked whom? Who did he ask the question? Sorry,
Hmm?
Appu. I'm sorry, I am wrong. Appu asked Papu, right. Sometimes I too get confused. And the next question, Ritvik, on Tuesday, Appu asked whom?
grandma,
Grandmother. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Complete listening. On Wednesday, Samyukta, Appu asked whom?
Grandfather.
Grandfather. Perfect. So till now you're all along coming along with me. On now Thursday, Appu's mother was busy making the food for everyone in the kitchen. Oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, and so many things. Again, who is it now? Appu. Why I'm not in the picture, Mama? He's still sad, much more sad. When Apu's father entered the kitchen, he saw, is my lunch ready? I'm getting late to the office. So then he saw Apu pestering his mother. Then he said, Apu, you have a surprise. Who said? The father is saying, listen. Apu, you have a surprise tomorrow. Don't disturb Mama today because he has to go to office. So he says, don't. Not only that, he has some surprise also. So he says, don't disturb Mama today. Okay, he said, "Huh, I don't think there is any surprise. Simply he's doing all this. It's okay. I'm going now. So he went. Now he's not he's a toddler, right? He's into 2 years or some 2.5, just speaking. So he's not going to school. So he's very free. And so he asks all kinds of questions to everybody. So now, what is the day today? Next day? Quickly, Samyukta, what is today?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Or Friday.
Friday. Come on. Correct. On Friday, Apu's father, what he did, he took Apu and who is the brother? Quickly, anybody?
Appu.
Apu. Who is the sister?
Pinky.
Correct. So Apu, Papu, Pinky and father, they all go in car to a shop which is near their house and they bought new clothes. And this is Diwali time. So they bought new clothes. So he also bought some sweets. As you know, Diwali is always famous for sweets. And one more, what is it?
Firecrackers.
Yes, firecrackers. So sweets and firecrackers are the best thing and they got it. Apu was very happy and he forgot asking all about the picture and the album because he got new clothes, sweets, crackers, what not he needs. That's it. On Saturday, what is the Saturday?
Diwali.
He remembers the question.
It's a Diwali, right? That will not happen. But anyway, that's a good idea too. On Saturday, everyone put on their new clothes and get ready to celebrate Diwali. Just then, the surprise what the father said is on. A photographer came and he came into the house and took a picture of Apu's family. And that time, Apu was also there. So he was like, okay, he didn't think that, oh, the photographer is coming and taking because he forgot all that incident, right? Now, the next day, what is next day? Quickly, Ritvik. Wait,
Sunday.
Wait, let Ritvik say. On Sunday, Apu woke up and found a beautiful picture on the wall, a very big one. It was the family picture, and Apu was also there, and he was so happy seeing himself in the middle, sitting along with parents and grandparents, brother and sister, and holding hands with his mama, very dear to him. And he says, Yappy! He shouted. And he went and hugged his father and mother. And he was so happy that he was there, the family, all of them. Now he is no longer sad, though it was inside deep suppressed. It didn't come out because he was busy with so many other things, new dress and sweets and crackers, but it was there that he was not there, right? Inside. The father removed all that and now he's so happy that he is part of the family. He feels that I am also in the family. Now I'm going to ask few questions. Ready? Okay, Ritvik, first question is for you. Ritvik went away. How many, wait, let Ritvik finish. How many family members are there in your family, Ritvik?
Ma'am, there are many, but if you count the ones living with me, two. Ma'am, my parents are living with me, but actually there are a lot of family members. It's tough to count them all. Let's see, 1,
Oh my God.
5, 6.
Oh, it's okay, you can say
Roughly around 8.
8. Okay,
Ma'am, we have to include like relatives or only our family who lives with us right now.
how many members are there in your family as in who are all living in your house?
Actually, ma'am, 2 only are living with me in my house, but I'm counting total number of family
That's okay. That's also good. I love that. So he has around 8. So first question for your homework, you are going to write how many members are there in your family. You can, if you want, you can include your extended family also. Now you can write. If you want, you can include your extended family. For example, even if they are not staying with you, like grandparents, I'm sure Ritvik was thinking about his grandparents also. So it's okay. You can include them also because they are also important, right? So you are going to write them first question. Next question to Hasini. Whom do you like among them in your family, Hasini?
I like everyone.
Wow, that is politically right answer. Okay, so you can write it like whom do you like among them. For example, you can have a puppy also. You like the puppy. For some families, I have seen puppy also. They include as a family member, or a cat, or a kitten. So whatever, or a fish, even you can name a fish and have it. So whomever you like it in your family, so you can write that as the second question. Third question to Hasini. So do you visit family members like your grandfather, or if they are living with you, your uncle or somebody, Hasini? You have to write that. Anyway,
Ma'am, Nishika.
I'm sorry, Nishika.
Yes, ma'am. When we have holidays in our school, or if there are some small or big events, we visit our family members. We go to their home and we celebrate festivals with them. Or in any special occasions in our homes, they come to our home and we all have a get together, like in once in a times.
Good. You are going to write about this. Okay? Right. So not only you, everybody, Ritvik, Samyukta, Nishika, Hasini, Shriyansh, and whoever is present in Ghost.
Ma'am, I did not understand the question.
Okay. So do you visit your family members who are not staying with you in the house? For example, it could be grandfather, it could be grandmother, it could be uncle, anybody who are not living with you, but you feel they are also your family. Do you visit them? And what do you do when you visit along with them? And all that. How often do you visit them? Like monthly once or yearly only twice or something like that. Okay. Next question to Samyukta. Do you help your family members in keeping the house clean, Samyukta? That's why I kept this question last
To
week.
be honest, I don't.
Sorry.
But yeah, to be honest, I don't help my
That's
parents.
okay. So from now you will help them.
But when guests come and if my friends and all come, I help. Other than that, I don't.
Okay, that is also because one person doing all the work, like that mother, she's cooking this, that, this. So if she come very tired, right? So everybody saying, go to the mother, go to the mother, go to the mother. It becomes very tired. So we should also help the parents. That's why I said, listen to the story carefully. So now, from now, you are going to write whether you are able to keep your house clean. Okay. So then these are all the questions. Next, there are a few things which we are going, we will do something interesting. If do you have ice cream sticks in your house? Ice cream sticks? No, no. So tomorrow it's a holiday. So this is one more activity which you are going to do, right? Tomorrow it's a holiday, right? Dashara?
Ma'am, I have school tomorrow.
No. Okay. Some of them don't have. Okay, no problem. So whenever you find time, you try to get that ice cream stick. You know, ice cream stick. So that is called ice cream stick puppet. Okay. You're going to stick some pictures. For example, you can have some pictures of your grandparents or parents, right? So you're going to stick on that and make it as a family member, right? Like father, mother, like brother, sister, something, whoever is in your family, because I don't know them. So you're going to stick them, and then you're going to narrate your kind of story in the next class. Okay? Your kind of story with the puppet, because tomorrow you don't have a class. You can do it at that time also. And we have it on day after tomorrow. So
Ma'am,
you know,
story means what kind of story?
now Apu had a Apu's family album. So right. So like that, Apu had so many members. He had his grandfather, he had his grandmother, he had his father, mother, sister, brother, and himself. So Apu had a conversation with everyone. You remember? He only except the Pinky sister. He had with brother, he had with the grandfather, he had with the grandmother, he had with the father, he had with the mother. but Pinky was there only for the photo album. Okay, so you can choose yourself and try to make it, and you have a day more. If you do not have a holiday, you can do it in the evening. So tomorrow is 24th. We are going to meet on 25th again. Try to take ice cream stick, just a very simple activity. You're going to cut the picture. If you have already, if you don't have, you can just write appa, amma and paste it, because do not trouble your parents that I want picture, 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 picture. If you do not have a picture, you can only draw simply appa, some picture of your father, mother. If you're not good at drawing, you can just write whatever you feel like. But you have a stick, ice cream stick. That is mandatory. On the ice cream stick, I'm sure you have a glue. On with using the glue, you can just stick the pictures.
Ma'am, can we use straws? Those are easier to get here.
Okay, if you do not have a stick, take a straw. Okay, and make them make them decorative if you want. Like my daughter is like very like creative. She puts that googly eyes, and she doesn't take any pictures. So she herself draws and make googly eyes and make that woolen threads as a hair and all that. It's up to you. So because that you can make it anyway. Because but don't stress too much. Then you can use that and narrate. But if we do not find time tomorrow, I mean day after tomorrow, you can make a video and send also. Let us see, because I want to cover few things also which I couldn't cover today, which are very important. I've just given the introduction, but we are going to see how to tell a story, right? Because
On Wednesday, I cannot attend the session.
okay, then you can make a video. You can ask any of your parents to make a video and send it. This is anyway recorded. You can watch it anytime. Okay, that's not a big deal, but try to make some conversation. You could have had some conversation interesting in your house, right? You might remember it. Take it out from inside and make a scene, right? And that scene has to be coherent. You cannot say this happened, that happened, like this, how I made it, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like that, it has to be coherent. You cannot tell something here and there. So, like, do not make a lot of characters and confuse. So, bring in few characters, coherent. First, write down, and then only you can make it the puppet and do it. You cannot just, oh, straight away I will do. No, you have to write. Only then you can make it. Okay. So, Ritvik, Nishika, Hasini, Samyukta, Shriyansh, and few more who are in ghost mode, like Sanvi and Akshat. I would request all of you to make this opportunity one day we do not have, to make this puppet, and I'll be waiting to see all of them. If you want to share it as a picture also, you can share so that your other friends can take a help from that. Okay, it's okay. Here there is nothing like copying or it is my thing. Only then if you share and care, only then we will know, right? We will all learn together. So try to take pictures. If you have done already or already doing, you share it in the group so that others also will get an idea. Some of them are like me. So I'm not so creative. I can only narrate with different voice modulations. But now I have become creative because of my daughter, because she's as well a storyteller. So from I sit along with her and make a lot of puppets and so many things. We make this one also, and in the puppet we do so many things. So like that, so you can also make it so that we can all learn from you. I will also learn from you. So try to make some puppets with a stick or with a straw or whatever is available, and then take pictures so that we will also see, oh, like this we can make. So we have made something like this, and in the school my daughter has narrated. So it was for some internal some assessment, and she had got full mark or something. So she made she made with straw also once. She made with stick also once. So we shared it to some other friends also, so that they used it for their daughter. She got first place in her school. So like that, we should share with each other. Then we can also learn. Okay. So do share it in the group so that others can also get an idea and help and do it. Okay. Right. So nice meeting you all. So I would want Shriyansh to switch on the video and recite the ending prarthana at least. Shriyansh, you can do it. Are you there, Shriyansh?
Thank you, Jian.
Yeah, ending prarthana.
ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you all for joining, but you all were late today joining. Because of that, we could not revise that story what we narrated on the first day. So I would request you to all to join day after tomorrow on time, so that we will quickly first 5 minutes revise whatever we are very important about the coherency and other things the day after. I'm not going to do it. Nishika, Hasini, Shriyan, Shritik, they are going to tell us on the revision part. If they could not, I will help them. And then very, very important is on Wednesday. If you cannot join, it's okay. Watch it from the video. But if you can join, it will be great, because it is very, I'm not going to reveal what it is, but it is very interesting. You all will be jumping, sitting, moving around, and so many other activities. If you cannot move around, it's okay, because they are in the Zoom. But how much ever we can do it possible, it will be great. So do join, log in on time. Okay. Hari Om.
Thank you, ma'am.